This card is a better version of Arcane's Signet, Séance Bond. It's a 2-mana artifact that taps to add X mana of any color, where X is the number of soul counters on it. You get a soul counter at end of each turn where a creature died, and each turn means even your opponent's turn. But the downside is you can only spend this mana to cast instant, sorcery, demon, or spirit spells. So unlike Arcane's Signet, which always taps for 1, this can scale into tapping for 3, 5, 10, or more mana depending on the game. You might have noticed it uses soul counters, which makes it another perfect fit for Atraxa or any proliferate deck. Cards like Evolution Sage can wrap this thing up fast. And since it's an artifact that taps for mana, it plays really well with untappers like Aphedo Alchemist or even synergy pieces like Hidden Strings, the card I mentioned in a previous video. You can untap it over and over and turn soul counters into serious mana advantage. The card rewards you whenever a creature dies, so it naturally fits into sacrifice-focused decks. Cards like Village Rites or Phyrexian Altar help fuel soul counters quickly, turning your sack outlets into ramp. There's also a really cool and unique combo with this card. If you pair Séance Bond with Netherborn Altar and Nesting Grounds, you can set up a loop. Use Netherborn Altar to bring your commander back from the command zone to your hand by paying 3 life. That puts a soul counter on the altar. Then use Nesting Grounds to move that soul counter onto Séance Bond. Repeat the process each time your commander dies. This way, you can keep returning your commander without paying commander tax, and at the same time, you're stacking soul counters on Séance Bond, building up a massive mana source just by paying life, and as we all know, life is just a resource in Magic. It's obviously a great fit in Demon and Spirit tribal decks, since it can help pay for almost anything those decks want to do. Cards like Be'lakor the Dark Master, who loves big demons, or Millicent, Restless Revenant, who floods the board with spirits, both get huge value from Séance Bond. But you don't need a tribal theme for this card to be exceptional. There are plenty of commanders that aren't tribal but just happen to have the right creature type, like Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls, or Mirim, Sentinel Worm, and they'll still benefit from how easily this card ramps. And honestly, you don't even need any specific creature type at all. In spell-heavy decks, this thing is insane. I like it so much, I run it even in regular, non-synergistic decks, because no matter what, you're going to be casting spells like Pongify, Fell the Profane, or other cheap removal. Every time you do, you're getting a discount or even casting them for free while gaining soul counters along the way. Same goes for board wipes, cards like Blasphemous Act or Wrath of God. These spells naturally lead to creatures dying, which means more counters and more stored mana. So later on, you can cast your next big spell for free and still have your lands untapped to rebuild your board. And when you finally draw a huge instant or sorcery, you just drop it for 0 mana. You can easily cast things like Return of the Wild Speaker or Akroma's Will for free. And in the late game, this card becomes fuel for massive X spells like Exsanguinate and Finale of Devastation, turning all those stored counters into a game-ending burst. Subscribe for more underrated commander cards so you can finally ditch those overused signets.